Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about dual play from Arkham Knight and whether or not I think it should make a return in the next Batman game. So in Arkham Knight, I think a lot of us were fairly disappointed with dual play, not because it was a bad system or that it, wasn't fun or interesting, but that it was just so underused, and when we did get to use it, it was in such a linear setting that there wasn't really anything that you could do that was experimental. You couldn't really try anything out too much. It was very linear and cut and dry in terms of what you can do. So obviously I do want this system to make a return, but I want it to be much better, much improved, much different. And I know that there's rumors going around today that this next game is going to be potentially a Batman Beyond game. I still personally think an Arkham Origins sequel would be the best route for them to take, but if they do a Batman Beyond game, that's fine. I just hope that they can find some way to, introduce dual play still, and have multiple characters fighting at the same time. I know that some people have suggested some kind of multiplayer system, and while this could work in challenge mode, I think if they did some challenges, challenge maps and stuff, I think multiplayer would be a great way to start, maybe experimenting with that feature as well. But in the base game, the single player game, I don't think that's a good idea, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it causes a problem with sort of the immersion of the game. They'd have to do the same thing as Lego Batman 2, for example, where they'd probably have to do split screen for traversal, and then I don't know, I just feel like it would be too complex and it wouldn't really be that fun of a feature. Again, in challenge maps, I think it would be a different story. I think it would be a great idea, but in, I don't think it's a very good idea in the base game. And I don't know, they could figure out some cool new mode for multiplayer with cooperative maps and versus maps and stuff. They could do some really cool and interesting things. Again, I just don't think the base game is the place to do it. So with dual play, which is what I think should be implemented in the base game instead, I would like to see it expanded a lot. I would like to see more characters. And I mean, honestly, they could use both the bumper buttons, like left bumper and right bumper. They only used left bumper because you couldn't really call the Batmobile in any of the settings in which you were doing dual play. But my question is, why would you necessarily need your grappling hook in those scenarios either? They could do both bumpers and have, between 3 and 4 characters that you could be playing as simultaneously. And I think it would be a great way to expand the combat and do some new and interesting things, maybe introduce the Bat family a little bit better. And again, I don't know at this point what the game is going to be. If it's an Origin sequel, that would be a great way to do it. If it's Batman Beyond, they could still find great ways to do it. Maybe they could have Tim Drake and Dick Grayson come back to help, Terry McGinnis or Damian Wayne or whoever it's going to be. But anyways, let me know in the comments below, not only, what you'd like to see with the dual play and potentially some multiplayer, but also where you would like this game to take place, because I might be doing a video on that in the future, and I'd like to see some of your feedback on that as well. Anyways, please be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.